Alright, so this arena run shows off the power of the Toad and Hedgehog combo. So the Toad, whenever an enemy pet gets hurt, it applies weakness to that pet, and the Hedgehog, of course, deals damage to all, so that applies weakness to all of your opponent's pets. That's assuming you have level 3 Toad, because its triggers are increments of 2. So level 1 is 2, level 2 is 4, level 3 is 6. But yeah, also, I just want to bring up something that I've been doing on stream real quick, which is pretty interesting. We've been making chat packs. So for the most recent one, we have a form where you can just select like 5 pets from each tier and 2 foods, and then submit your response. And then we take all of those responses, and whatever is most popular, we just put into a pack. And so that's what we've been doing, and then we've been using that pack, and everyone's forced to use it. It's pretty interesting. I mean, it's created some different, I don't know, just different versus lobbies that are pretty unique. As for the actual start here, I got a whole bunch of spiders. Could go for the level 2 spider pill. Try to get a level 2 toad instantly. It's quite the gamble. I mean, it's a 1 out of 10. Not exactly the greatest odds. Also, the hedgehog just killed my entire team pretty much. Not really the smartest move. But one thing that does happen a lot is a lot of draws because of the hedgehog. At least early on when I'm not buying like garlic or eventually lemon. Lemon is a great way to counter hedgehog, and I would say not a ton of teams actually use lemon because most of the time you probably would prefer like melon or something like that. It's kind of a weird spot where it's a tier 5, so actually finding lemon can be a little bit tricky, and also you're usually looking for like chocolate because that's so helpful. So that it works against a lot of the teams. And also with the Toad, of course, even if they have lemon, you're able to replace it with weakness, and you're able to keep your lemon on your team, which is why this strat is actually so good. It's not like, I mean, it can certainly lose to snipers and stuff. And also, I guess if they have a Toad, that would kind of be a problem, or like a microbe. I don't know, some way to apply weakness onto my team. But yeah, it's a lot of fun just to see the rocks fly everywhere. Hedgehog is just so chaotic, and it's great to use. Even though I'm glad it's like it's okay, it's like just barely playable, and it can counter certain things, but it's also not OP. Like if any strat that kind of becomes dominant in the meta ends up being lame, and I think we've kind of showed that with buy sell. Like if you are gonna fill out the survey, which by the way I should mention is probably gonna be like a link in the description if you want to. I guess you don't even have to join the stream. You could just participate and just have a whole bunch of responses. But yeah, one thing that is pretty lame is usually buy sell. I don't want to like, I don't know, maybe some people still really like it, but for the most part, when it comes to versus lobbies, if you see like chicken in the pack, then it just becomes a chicken pack. Because if enough people go for chicken and like someone's bound to high roll it and just get a whole bunch of chickens, and there's nothing you can do to beat a chicken team. Having 50/50s of everything is just like unstoppable pretty much, especially if like leopards in the pack, because then you can go with leopards or roosters. Those are extremely good as well. But yeah, okay, back to the actual arena run. So I managed to get level 2 clownfish, which is a huge advantage. Absolutely crazy good. Someone left a comment was like about how I always say like, man, I think you should buff the weak stuff instead of nerfing the good things, and like clownfish is super good, but I don't really want it to be nerfed, but like it could be nerfed. I prefer if they buffed like the bad things. I do say that every single video, and that includes this one. So there we go. We can add it to the list of things that I say every single video. But it's true, by the way. Like if the devs, which are not listening, but I mean if they're taking advice, I like nerfing things into the ground is just not the way to do it for the most part, because then everything that was fun becomes unfun, and then it's just kind of ruined. But if you can make bad units which have fun abilities like somewhat decent, that's overall feels like a net positive. Okay, so level 2 hedgehog +4/+4. Got early cat, which is normally super good. In this team, it's nice to be able to get enough health so that the hedgehog is able to like, or everything's able to survive the hedgehog hits. Because right now I'm just kind of being carried by the clownfish stats more than the ability. Level 1 toad means that like it's just up to RNG what actually is going to get buffed. There's another free +4/+4. Kind of crazy. I imagine like clownfish will get nerfed though. To be honest, it wouldn't surprise me to see it go down to +2/+1 or +1/+2. There's a lot of things that could be nerfed. I'm not gonna go into all of them, but we'll see what happens. I hope that they do continue to change the meta. Like, I guess in theory, nerfing stuff is better than doing nothing. But all right, so Stu, perfect for a whole bunch of health. You can see I did lose that round. I will need to get level 2 Toad. I think that's really a priority in order to actually make this team work. Honestly, I mean, level 3 Toad is a necessity. I don't know. I was going to butcher that word, but because like if you have level 2 Toad, you're going to miss on one shot. And if you happen to miss the one unit that has like garlic or lemon, then, well, you lose. So I don't want to lose. Like a summon team, perfect. You can see I cleaned their team out right there. They didn't even have great stats. And this is where the power spike happens. We get 1-up mushrooms. And now everything is doubled. That's why I wasn't taking pineapples, by the way, because I was eventually planning to go with the Tiger 1-up mushroom. If you don't know as well, Tiger 1-up mushroom's broken where it summons an additional pet. This is actually being patched in the upcoming version of the game. But right now, you can Tiger 1-up something and spawn 2 things instead of just 1. So going for level 3 Toad, that seems very worth it. I'm not actually on lethal yet, but there's the Tiger, which is exactly what I wanted. So I sold Blowfish, which maybe some people are like, wait, why would you sell Blowfish when you have a crazy good Hedgehog team? Because I need the Tiger to live the Hedgehog hits, and the only way it's going to get some stats is if I find like chicken leg and stuff, or I just level up to level 2 and get a free +4/+4. So that was my reasoning behind that. The Tiger is going to die this turn, but you'll see next turn how many triggers you get from this crazy Tiger 1-up Hedgehog. Octo almost was a problem, but you can see that, I mean, the Tiger doubles its ability, and then it spawns an extra thing, and then it doubles the ability again. So it's just kind of broken. Yeah, time to sell Clownfish because it's no longer doing anything. And guess what? We're going another Hedgehog. Why not? You can never have too many Hedgehogs. At this point, I'm looking for a Lemon for the Tiger so that it's able to survive the hits. It's really just a perfect counter to what's going on here. And there we go, we get it. Because I'm dealing 2 damage twice, and then I'm doing 4 damage twice, and then I'm dealing it 2 more twice. Plus, I forget, we get an extra spawn. Actually, I've lost track, but okay, well, the Tiger still died. What? Wait, how did one of the rocks just came from their team somehow? They had a Vulture, I guess? This lemon should make a big difference, though. Now it should be able to survive. I could probably take an orange, honestly, just to guarantee that the Tiger lives. Maybe I was looking for chicken leg. Also, level ups. There we go. So there's level 3 Hedgehog, which means we're going to be dealing 6 damage twice. Plus, I guess you get 4 damage from the Tiger, plus an extra spawn, plus another 3 plus 4, or 6 plus 4. I can't even do the math. The point is, it's dealing a lot of damage, and as you can see, just an insane amount. Oh my god, even though they had garlic, we're still able to wipe through their team there. Oh, just, it's so beautiful. I love it so much. Yeah, another Tiger, go for level 3, why not? Also gives 1 health, which is pretty nice. I was thinking I could position like this, but I don't think it really matters because it just dies anyway, so I guess it looks more satisfying. Maybe for the thumbnail would have been better. But here's a team that looks really strong. They've got 3 lemons, and this is where the Toad unfortunately lets us down. It needs to be level 3. You can see how weak the damage output is with the lemon. It's dealing almost no damage. So there we go. We're down to lethal, which means if I don't get level 3 Toad, then I could definitely lose to a team if they just have 1 lemon and I get unlucky. So I'm really hoping, please let me find a chocolate or Toad, and I lucked out. Okay, now this team has like no weaknesses, and the only thing, well actually, okay, I completely lied. It has plenty of weaknesses, but it no longer loses to lemon. As long as, yeah, so the Toad is gonna go ahead and weaken every single thing on the team. And then we get the Tiger Hedgehog, just absolutely crazy shenanigans. It actually kills my entire team because they skunked my Toad. And yeah, that was a bit of a problem. But level 3 Tiger, excuse me, actually, that was super great. I love that I drew that round because this is the perfect level 3 team. Level 3 Toad, level 3 Tiger, level 3 Hedgehog. I just love to see it. And this final team, it doesn't stand a chance, I think. I mean, the eagle spawns are actually a little bit scary, but I even weakened the boar, and, oh, just beautiful. Someone should do the math. How much damage does this team do? When they have weakness, everything does 3 more. So, oh man, it's probably able to wipe out 50/50s as long as they don't have garlic or melon. But I mean, even if they do, it's replaced by weakness. So that's it. Thanks for watching. See ya.